She said she was pregnant. Then she said she was about to inherit millions of dollars. She told people she had a future that seemed almost perfect: a loving relationship, financial security, a family on the way. There was only one problem: almost none of it was true. And the deeper the lies became, the harder they were to escape. Tonight, we're looking at one of the most disturbing questions imaginable. How does someone build an entire life on lies? Welcome to Quietly Curious, the channel where we explore stories that make you stop and think. Tonight's story is not about a mystery in the traditional sense. We know what happened. What we don't fully understand is why. How does a person become so disconnected from reality that they create an entirely different version of themselves? And how far can a lie grow before it becomes something much darker? At first glance, everything seemed normal. Taylor Parker appeared to be building a future. She had relationships, plans, dreams, a vision for what her life was supposed to become. But beneath the surface, there were cracks, stories that didn't quite add up, claims that couldn't be verified, promises that seemed too good to be true. She told people she would soon inherit millions of dollars. She spoke about wealth and opportunities that never materialized. Yet somehow, many people around her continued to believe her. One lie became two, two became 10, and eventually the lies became her reality. Perhaps the most shocking deception involved pregnancy. Taylor allegedly convinced people around her that she was expecting a child, not once, but repeatedly. She provided explanations, updates, details. And because most people naturally trust those they love, many accepted her story, but there was a problem. She could not actually have the child she claimed to be carrying. The truth had been hidden beneath layer after layer of deception. Instead of facing reality, she doubled down, then doubled down again. And each new lie required another lie to support it. It was a dangerous cycle. Looking back, many people ask the same question: how did nobody see this? But hindsight is powerful. When we know the ending, every warning sign appears obvious. At the time, life doesn't work that way. People see fragments, small pieces, a strange explanation here, an inconsistency there, a story that feels unusual but not impossible. Friends wanted to believe, partners wanted to believe. And when someone repeats a lie long enough and with enough confidence, it can become surprisingly convincing, even when the truth is standing right in front of us. What makes this case so fascinating is that it wasn't just one deception, it was an entire alternate identity, a carefully constructed version of reality, a person living inside a story of their own creation. Every false claim created pressure: pressure to maintain appearances, pressure to avoid exposure, pressure to keep the illusion alive. And the longer the deception continued, the fewer exits remained. The lie had become a prison. Eventually, reality always arrives. The question is whether we face it willingly or whether it forces its way into our lives. In this case, the consequences were devastating. Lives were destroyed, families were shattered, and the world was left asking the same question: how did it get this far? Not because one lie was told, but because so many were told for so long, and because each lie demanded an even bigger one. Most people tell small lies to avoid embarrassment, to impress someone, to hide a mistake, but occasionally a lie grows larger than the person telling it. And when that happens, reality can become almost impossible to separate from fiction. The story of Taylor Parker isn't just about deception, it's about identity, it's about denial, and it's about what can happen when someone spends so much time pretending to be someone else that they lose sight of who they really are. If this made you stop and think, welcome to Quietly Curious. Subscribe for more stories that challenge assumptions, reveal hidden truths, and explore the strange corners of human behavior. And as always, stay curious out there.